Hey guys, welcome back to my channel Less Stress Travel. Thank you for tuning in today. Today I have a very cool topic for you. We will talk about how an optimal eating day should be looking like when you want to reduce and control your stress. Because you have to understand we have certain mechanisms in our body where we all function this in the same way, right? Yes, everybody's different, everybody has a little bit chance to screw off your diet here and there, and somebody has a little bit better proposition when it comes down to your DNA, to what is possible or what is not. But there are certain rules which we, in my opinion, should be all following, and by working together with over 100 of clients to control their stress, I can tell you that for most of my clients, that what I'm going to share with you right now works pretty well. So, when we talk about like a general eating day, right, full day of eating, all that stuff, most people focusing on breakfast, lunch, maybe snacking in between, and then dinner, right? I want to talk about that in the context of our hormonal levels in our body. We call that the circadian rhythm. So the circadian rhythm, to explain that very simply, basically just says that you have cortisol as a stress hormone on one hand and melatonin as your sleepy hormone on the other hand, right? I want to keep it super simple for you guys. So a little bit of cortisol is very important in the morning to actually get you going, to get you active. That's why most people also should work out in the morning, because this is how our body is just wired by nature, right? So you're waking up with cortisol. Cortisol is peaking around 9:30, 10 a.m. and it drops until like 12:30 in the afternoon or at noon. Okay, so that's the cycle you have with cortisol. While at the same time, when cortisol peaks, melatonin kicks in like around an hour later when cortisol drops. So around midday, melatonin kicks in and drops during midnight. Oh, actually no, sorry, peaks in around afternoon in the evening, and then drops with your sleep when you should go to sleep by night. Okay? So you have these two curves basically, which you can imagine. Now, why is that important? Most people who I've been talking to think and still think that breakfast is one of the most important meals during the day, especially starting breakfast with a lot of carbohydrates like a cereal or even like oatmeals with some fruit or whatever you want to call it. Most people think that that's the best way to go because it gets you the energy, gets you activated, gives you the power for the day. Well, when you have in mind that cortisol peaks in the morning and your body is all in a sympathetic phase, meaning that it's active, it wants to be moved, it wants to be doing something, wants to think about things, you should be get your blood flow going and all that stuff. It's not actually prepared in the morning until cortisol drops again during midday to actually be ready to digest your food you would be eating in the morning. All right? So we have to understand that, in my personal opinion, I would recommend that you should start with a light, fatty-based snack maybe in the morning if you're really hungry. If you can already do that, intermittent fasting is for a lot of people a very good way to go. Even your body needs to adapt a little bit to this new type of eating patterns, but it's for a lot of people very good. But I will do an extra video on intermittent fasting because I have to warn certain people also when it comes down to fasting. Can be actually for some type of people very dangerous, but we will get to that. So now let's say, and to don't lose the context here right now, and I want to catch you up with that. Let's say you had a light breakfast or even fasted in the morning. Especially when you're fasting, I want you to pay attention a little bit when you're actually really getting hungry. Most people actually really get hungry around 10 and 11 a.m. because this is when cortisol drops again and your body gets prepared to digest the food in a proper way. Because remember, digestion costs your body energy, all right? And when it has to provide more energy than it's needed and it's out of your hormonal pathways, which should be running at this time, it costs your body more energy and it causes more stress. Makes your cortisol peak up again, and this is just not what we want to do, okay? So, basically that's also, I want to just quickly shut that in. We just do it a little bit randomly today, okay? So just everything what comes to my mind I want to give you to you right now. So basically, especially when you are considered to work out in the afternoon or in the evening after you work, you have to be a little bit careful with that, because you are jacking up your cortisol level again, which can jack up your whole hormonal system with melatonin again. Right? I just want to give you that as a quick side note, but it's very important to understand that you should be more active with your body in the morning to support your hormonal pathways with cortisol in the morning, and then shifting the most of your calorie intake in the evening or in the afternoon, or lunchtime, better said. Okay, so we were at the lunch. Sorry, I bring that back right now. So we were at lunch. Now, a lot of people make the mistakes to also overeat with carbohydrates during lunchtime, because most of the people, they have a 9 to 5 office job, they go to lunch, they eat a lot of carbs, it jacks up your insulin level, and then your blood sugar, so your blood sugar rushes up, and then it drops down again, and then you have the reaction from your body, oh my god, I want to bring my energy level up again because it was just too fast how it peaked and how it dropped. Let's say you have some pasta for lunch, or even some rice or potatoes. For some people that might be too much, and the reaction of most of these people is in the afternoon having a coffee, right? But have in mind that every time when you drink coffee, you have the cortisol jacking up again, right? So it just, every time caffeine is basically a stressor for your body, which can be helpful for a certain amount, especially in the morning. That's why I recommend caffeine more if you want to have your coffee in the morning until midday, all right? That is fine. After, again, when melatonin takes over around midday time, be careful with your coffee. Maybe switch to an Americano, or maybe switch to even a decaf if you can, or just drop it completely. But to avoid that you jack up your insulin, again, you should be careful what you're eating during lunchtime. And I would again recommend, it just makes so much sense, to eat a little bit more fat and protein based meals during your lunchtime. All right, could be, for example, some boiled eggs on a little bit of salad, and maybe with an avocado if you're vegetarian, and if you want to add some meat or some fish on top of there with some fat on there, lamb or beef, double thumbs up. Okay, so yeah, that would be a good way to handle your lunch, and that keeps your blood sugar a little bit more stable, and you don't run into the risk of rushing your stress levels up again. And remember, every time when you eat carbohydrates, it peaks up your stress level again, because you need magnesium to digest your carbohydrates properly, right? To digest your glucose, which is basically the main sugar. Okay, but I said I wanted to keep it simple, so just keep in mind, simple rule, for lunchtime I recommend more fatty-based lunch with protein. But I want to give you a little bit explanation, of course, because if I just tell you right now, do this, and I don't tell you why, you will ask yourself, why should I do that, right? So that's why. And then, interesting part, during dinner. Most people would say they have all these myths where you get fat when you eat after 6 p.m. and especially you shouldn't eat no carbohydrates after 6 p.m. Well, in my opinion, and this is what I want to share with you, it depends, right? To keep it very simple, again, first have in mind again melatonin is activated during your dinner time if you're not eating super late, right? So you shouldn't eat super late because that can interrupt your sleeping pattern as well. But everything what is until 8:30 is totally fine. And in my opinion, it can be very helpful sometimes to work a little bit with carbs. That's why I want to share, like, I like these ideas of carnivores and ketogenic diet out there, but some people just work a little bit better with a more cycling rhythm of working with carbohydrates. So that means basically what you can do is, especially when you have been very active during this day, you probably have been working out and you have used a lot of mental energy because you had like stressful meetings and it was just a very, very hard, stressful day. A cup of rice or a little, like a small sweet potato or anything like that, in addition with your eggs or your meat, can be very good then, you know, because you just use all your glycogen storages out of your liver and your muscle cells and you can fill them up and you don't run the risk so much in the evening to gain body fat. Okay, I just want to put that out. But if you are not working out and if it was just a regular day and you haven't been that active, again, keep it the same like lunch, like just very simple: eggs, fish, meat, maybe some nuts as a snack if you want. And yeah, that's just how I would do that, because that gives you in the morning the energy without even food. You just try it out. You might be feeling even more energetic after 7 to 10 days when your body adjusts to the new situation. You can drink a coffee in the morning and then just have some lunch with fatty-based moderate protein for your lunch, and in the evening you can eat a little bit more, right? And just try it out. For me, it helps a lot. Also, that's another argument to eat a little bit more in the evening, because when I eat more, I tend to sleep better. But that's not for everybody, so just try it out a little bit. This is where you have to find a little bit your shift, right? And yeah, that's basically for it. It was a little bit longer take today, I know that, but I wanted to make clear that everybody understands the principle of the circadian rhythm, why there are certain myths out there which probably not are updated again still. And yeah, I hope you can learn something from that. If you have interest, I am still, and you want to target your problems a little bit more, I'm still offering my coaching program right now. You can sign up for free, fill out the questionnaire below to this video, and very soon we can get in contact. I will look over that and we will get very soon in touch if you want to have a little bit more help with that, a little bit more private coaching. It's going to come up very soon. So yeah, I'm looking forward to get to know you in our first call. And if not, I wish you a very, very happy morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are. Stay healthy, stay without or moderate stress, please. Don't take life too hard, and yeah, enjoy it. Bye bye.